This was a heck of a football game tonight, and the illustration that it shows us that it ain't ever over, and that how you start doesn't tell the story how you finish. And to see our club to come back like we did in so many aspects of our game and play like that, to give us a chance to get ahead and have a chance to win the football game, and it was beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, and everybody had to hang to do that. All phases had to do it. It was really impressive, and the hard part is we lose, and I can't help these guys with that one. All the effort, all the plays, all the come through in the heart and all that kind of stuff. Okay, but we didn't win, so that's the game. But God dang, I'm proud of these guys. Jeez, I'm so proud to see that happen and see them fight like that and turn the game and the guys up front, the offensive line, to play like they did in the second half, come through and keep knocking line of scrimmage like they did, give our running backs a chance to go. Alex's effort was phenomenal. DJ Dallas played excellent football for us. Homer was hobbling, and he almost broke one to win it. So there was just a lot of great plays and a lot of great effort in this game. But good job by their guys. They hung tough and got the play they needed at the end and finished it off. So credit to Mike and his team. This is a great program, and they show you why. They do great things. The preliminary, I'm giving you preliminary because I usually don't do this, just because I want to give you something positive. They were clear. On the CT scans were clear. So that's a really good preliminary report for you. There's more tests to be done and stuff like that. So we're thrilled about that news. Yes. Yeah, and he was so mad about having to be taken off the field like that. He wanted to get up. They just wouldn't let him do it because they had to do all of the secure methods to take care of him and all that. Man, he didn't want any part of that.
So Luke, hands in like everywhere.
Yeah.
How tough is it for guys to kind of get back going after seeing they go down like that?
I don't know, Johnny. I don't know how tough it is. It doesn't matter how tough it is. We just do it, and that's what our game calls for. And it's a great competitive group. They really are, and they showed you. They showed them, though everybody that was watching. They showed them what they're made of and who they are and what they're all about. And those will be the same guys in the meeting room on Tuesday when we come back.
What was your assessment of Gino's night?
I thought he was solid. I thought he managed the game well. He gave us a chance to win the football game. Unfortunately, he gets the ball knocked out on that last play. I don't know who made the tackle, but it was a great hit, and it kills him because Gino knew these are extraordinary opportunities for him, and he wants to come through and he wants to show that that he can do it and play and all that, and it kills him that he wasn't able to finish it. But I thought he played tough as hell, and I thought he was clear and calm and poised, exactly like you'd hope he would be. And this game was not too big for him at all. He was right there.
Something happened to Alex because DJ was in late.
Alex had a couple things. He got hit in the glute, and then he got hit in the hip too, on in the front of the same side, I believe. So his hip was kind of jacked up. So I thought he played a fantastic football game. He looked so good out there, made so many good plays and all, but he couldn't finish it.
How much did that change your deal in overtime and what you wanted to do versus what you did?
Well, Alex was the man. DJ did a nice job too. When DJ really filled in well for him, and particularly in the passing game, like we count on him. We would love to have had Alex, keep making those runs. Made some phenomenal 5- and 6-yard runs with great feet and determination and all that. And we certainly missed him.
Did you say anything to Gino after the game, and what were your thoughts on the play there? Did it just break down and Gino tried to do something in the middle and then lost the ball, or?
No, he got hammered. He got smoked, on the hit. I did talk to Gino. I talked to Gino the whole night and stayed with him the whole time, just to make sure he felt the support and the calm and the poise and all of that. Russ did a nice job with him too, and coaches did a nice job. Gino was clear. He was clear throughout the game and was really there for the opportunities and all that.
With all the good things that happened that you've pointed out, is it hard to reconcile that with the fact that you lost the game?
Yeah, it's really hard. Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, I can't help these guys with the reality that we didn't win the game, But the things that we did to show who we are, what we're all about, and why we work so hard and care so much, that was there. That was legit. And they really, really deserved the chance to win this game, with all of that. And unfortunately, they made one more play than we did.
How's Damian?
He's got a shoulder AC sprain on the shoulder.
How was that debut for Trey Brown?
Say it again.
How was that debut for Trey
I thought
Brown?
it was really good. I thought he looked really good. The opportunities he had, he was right where he's supposed to be for the most part. I got to see the film and all that. But when he had the chance to make some plays, he looked like he was on it. That's all he's shown us. Like I've told you guys that's what he's been doing. And that was a really good first go, and here it is on Sunday night and the whole thing, and it was not too big for him at all. He's been brought up right in the way he played at Oklahoma and all those big games and all that. This was not too big for him. He was really poised and did a nice job, and deserves to play more.
What was Jason Myers' max field goal into the open end tonight that the furthest you would have gone?
We were right at it. That's the one we kicked. The one we kicked. It was right at it right there. And I was this night I was trying to play defense and back them up and all that. And that was just the way we were going to try to play this game, keep it close to the vest in a sense. And that was the choice instead of giving them the ball right there. So.
Hey, Peter, I know it worked out in your favor at the end with the review by the officials. What did you sense in what they were trying to accomplish?
It's a good question to bring up because and I don't have all of the scoop for you, but this is something we have to talk about. And I don't know how much I should really tell you about the conversation, but the way we saw it was it needed to be challenged, and the way they immediately saw it was that I think he threw it. That's what we were hearing, and so I had to go against what they were telling me, and their assessment happened in just a few, 20 seconds or something like that, and we see real difficult replays go 3, 4, 5 minutes or something like that. Well, I thought this play, if given all of that time, we'd have a chance, and even though they were. The recommendation was you shouldn't challenge this. We went against it, and I thrown the flag and stayed with it. They gave me the choice to you want to give up a timeout, or you want to challenge it. I said, no, give us a chance. I want to let them see this one. I think we got something here. And then the more we looked at it, I'd only seen it once, and then the more we looked at it, it looked like it wasn't really. I didn't think it was a difficult call. And his hand, the ball and the action movement was coming back. He was pulling it down, and pulling it in. So they made the right decision. That's a good thing,
Any clarification from the refs on why it actually took that long and what they're maybe even going through? Because we actually heard Mike Tomlin, as we were walking to this press conference, pretty upset on the length of time and about the whole decision in general. And it seems like you kind of agree about the length.
The recommendation, here's what I tell you, I don't know, maybe I'll get in trouble for this, but the recommendation was that it was incomplete pass. That was the first thing that came out of the officials, and they called it incomplete on the field. And it came when they look at it quickly. That's what came back, and that's why they were telling me, I wouldn't challenge this, and because they're already telling us it's incomplete, and so that's, anyway. Sometimes you just got to take a shot.
Did you guys expect to get more pressure on Ben tonight?
Yeah, I would like to. Yeah. They did a ton of run pass stuff. He was reading the defense, and sometimes he'd throw it, sometimes he'd run. You saw a lot of perimeter stuff. They've been doing a lot of that in there. That's kind of their run game, and we knew we were going to have to give and take with that. So, it was. Of course, we would like to get more pressure on him, but I thought we contained the thing. I thought we contained it pretty well, and we held the score down in the second half. The guys played really good, and we were one score. One drive in there. Was there like 2 or 3 penalties on the one drive? That's the one. We gave him one.
The screen game isn't working the way you guys would want it to.
I don't know. Good. The guys are chasing it like crazy, man. We're trying. It just has not been as effective as we would hope.
About that 7 defensive back package you guys are using.
Just trying to get our guys on the field and see what we can get out of them. We've been we did a couple different things tonight that I don't know how well they worked. We were okay on third down in the second half. I think we were 1 for 6. We were 1 for 6 in the second half or something like that, which is what gave us a chance to stop them. Those guys have a little bit of ability to make a play more so than some of the other guys that are out there. And it's basically when we can put them in the spots that's good for them. You know.
Did Jamal not see that ball that hit him?
I don't know. It was really loud though. It smacked him pretty good. I don't know. I didn't see it well enough.
You got him going more tonight than we've seen him in terms of rushing.
Yeah, I thought he was very active tonight and did a nice job. We did have a number of things in the plan tonight.
Bigger picture, this is unfamiliar territory for you
Yeah.
guys.
It is.
2-4, no Russell Wilson. How do you feel like your players are going to respond to that?
No, I think look what just happened, you know, and this is exactly what we were talking about during the week, that we were going to have to come through, hang forever, and find a way, and to support Gino's effort at QB. We were going to take the heat off of him, and it was everybody's absorbing the responsibility to contribute, and that's what wound up happening, you know, and so. We don't have any other way to do it than that. That's all we get. We have no choice. There's no choice. You know, fortunately, we come back on Monday night. We get another an extra day, but there are no options. You know, we come back and we go freaking battle. That's how we do it.
What was your message to them?
That I didn't have a good answer for him. If I could make him feel better, I would. You know, because we lost the game. However, I could not. Talk about the effort and the comeback and the grit and all of the guts that it takes to keep believing and keep counting on one another and keep pushing each other in the way. The sidelines, it was gorgeous. It was so electric down there, and everybody was feeding off each other and helping each other. It was a beautiful thing, and that's the game gives you those opportunities sometimes, and that's the sick part is we don't get to win, you know, to capture all of that the way we'd like to.
It's the only play Trey Brown is that one drive early before Sidney got hurt.
No, the plan was to get him in on the third series and then see what happens.
With Collins, do you have any idea as to his status going forward?
I don't know. I don't know. Ballora was revving it up over there. He was getting ready.
Anything else?
Thanks.
Thank you.
how do you process what you saw out there?
I really can't tell you what happened. Happened so fast. But I know we lost.
Pete was just in here talking about, being proud of the fight you guys showed, but obviously disappointed in the result. Just what do you make of that second half and what you guys battled back?
I mean, we've been fighting for 3-4 weeks now, and we still get the same result. So, I don't know what to tell you.
What did you think of Gino's start?
I think Gino did, good for the preparation that he had. Came in, stepped up, made some big time plays. He was a leader out there, leader the whole week. So, just looking forward to the rest of these, weeks coming up.
What was that like the week? Your first time going through that with Gino this week and the preparation.
I mean, I had Gino my rookie year for preseason, so I know what to expect. He's always been ready, for this job.
What did Russell Wilson contribute tonight?
He was a great coach out there. He prepared Gino the best he could throughout the week.
Did you say anything to Gino after the fumble at the end?
I told him just keep his head up. We all had our hand in that loss, so that's it.
How tough was that moment right there when he fumbled?
You lose 3 games and then you tell me.
Anything else, guys?
How are you guys feeling at 2-4 right now, just as a team?
I can't tell you how we feeling, man. We done lost 4 games.
What is it going to take to turn things around?
I wish I had the answer.
Thanks, TK.
Trey, how do you assess your NFL debut?
It was pretty good. Felt good to be out there. Felt good to be out there with my brothers on primetime night. It didn't get any better than that. And, man, it was just a wonderful feeling out there.
Looking forward to this for a long time. What were the emotions? How do you kind of keep all that in check?
Man, I was just like, man, this is – as you asked me that question, it's tough to answer because I'm trying to keep my emotions. But, man, it was just like, man, it was crazy. I'm sorry because my mind is, but it was just I was looking forward to this for a while, and they called my name, and I was like, man, I got to go up there and make plays. Seeing Ben Roethlisberger out there, trying not to be starstruck by anything, because he's a Hall of Fame player, and just seeing all these guys and just being out there for the first time, it was a wonderful, like I said, it was a wonderful feeling to be out there, man.
Did you have an idea of how much you were going to play?
No, coach just said he was going to rotate, and I did my job right there. Whenever you put me in.
That I think it was the third down play on one of their late drives where you make the stop. Can you take us through that one?
Yeah, I had the bell. We were covered 4 quarters, so I had the bell with my man, and I saw that it was 3rd and 4. Pre-snap. I saw the down and distance, and so I covered the curl. And I knew when Ben Roethlisberger started scrambling, he was going to dump it off to that guy. So I didn't think, I just had to go, put the pedal to the metal and just run and get a 3rd down stop because they needed the 1st down more than anything, and they were backed up to the other end zone. And so that's when I went and go trigger and pulled the trigger.
Why did you think he was going to dump it?
Because his shoulders were turned, and he was only turned to him. And I already, like I said before, I already covered the curl route, and there was 2 guys already, right there around him. So when you're scrambling and you're scrambling to that side, and there's one receiver over there, and that guy's left open, and you got 3 guys over there on that one receiver, you're going to dump it off to that guy just to get the 1st down and be safe. So that's when I just knew I had to go make that play.
You've been watching these guys unable to do anything for 2 months. What if this whole time you knew you could have contributed or thought you could contribute?
Just watching those guys, for me, first and foremost, I had to enjoy the process. Being injured, for that while, it's no fun. And so talking to my close teammate Bobby, he helped me, through that whole process with my mental, how to handle a lot of things, and just not being able to play with those guys. It was pretty tough, but I had to control my emotions and be a leader on the sideline. And when my number was called, I was going to go out there and make those plays that I know I could make.
Wagner? Is Wagner you're talking about?
What'd you say, sir?
Bobby Wagner?
Yes, sir.
Just how difficult was the time of that? You were just coming up to where you're getting some starting reps in training camp and looked like you were competing and then have the injury come up like that. Just how tough was that?
Yeah, it was tough, because, at first I didn't have no one to look to. I keep a lot of things to myself. So just dealing with those things sometimes it's not a good deal to do. And so for me to just reach out to Bobby, and him just because he's been in that position before, and for him to walk me through those things, man, it just became a lot easier, and it just made it much more sweeter out there, knowing that I get to play primetime game and go out there and just make those plays, and everybody see you out there on the field. So I just had to go make those plays, and it was just a wonderful feeling.
What was the best piece of advice that Bobby gave you?
Man, just enjoy the process, because once you get out there and you didn't enjoy the process, you're going to forget what it took to get here. And that's one thing that stuck with me with Bobby, man. He's a great mentor on and off the field, man. He's just a great person, and he just taught me to just be patient, because when you make those plays, man, it's just going to feel much more sweeter that you had to go through those things.
Can you take us back to the summer, how you got hurt in the first place?
It was a preseason game. I was on punt return, and I hyperextended my ACL. Well, I hyperextended my knee and strained my ACL, and so I was out for a while for that one. Then my left knee I was dealing with an injury since high school with my left knee. So shout out to those guys for taking care of me and make sure while I was healing with my right knee that they were gonna help me with my left knee so I can be the best player that I can be. And man, just looking back on it, that was the best decision I've ever made.
What was the locker room like after the game?
Sorry.
What was the locker room like after the game?
Everybody was encouraging. We lost the game, but we still got a lot to. It's a long season. So everybody's like, what? Let's keep our heads up. We got a lot to do. And when we get the ball rolling, it's gonna feel much more sweeter. Like then again, going through this process, and just when we start winning again, it's just gonna feel a lot better.
Thanks, Trey.
No, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
final drive?
Score, score, man. Gosh, man, hate coming up short, but hard-fought game. I love the way our line played, man. They really set the tone in that second half. Really gave us a chance, to come back and win it. And that last drive, man. That's all I was thinking, man. Just take us down there and score somehow, some way. And man, we can't keep coming up short. I can't keep coming up short. I put that on myself. Back-to-back weeks, our defense gives us a chance to go out there and score, give me the ball, and we don't get it done. And so that's solely on me. And I vow to be better.
What do you make of everything else that happened leading up to that, the way you played?
I mean, honestly, man, it's a lot to take in right now. But I think we showed, for the most part, who we are as a team. To be down and to come out in that second half and play the way that we did. I mean, that speaks to every man in that locker room. And, it's tough. It's super tough. But one thing I know about this team is we're not going to hang our heads. We're going to bounce back. We're going to find a way to bounce back and get a win.
What changes did you guys make between the first half and the second half to move the ball so well and score?
Well, number one, our line, they were moving guys. They were mowing guys the whole second half, man. They did a phenomenal job in the run game and in pass protection. And I think, as far as changes go, I wouldn't say there were many changes. I just think we finished better. We finished better. We played with clean hands, didn't have many penalties, and, we got in the end zone.
What asset was Russell Wilson for you this whole week and tonight?
Man, Russ was great, as always, man. And he was great on the sidelines. He's been great throughout the entire week. Obviously, rehabbing and getting himself back ready, but also, helping us out, helping that QB room out. And on the sideline, man, he was, in my ear the whole time, feeding me good knowledge and, also being positive. And so, I appreciate Russ, for that.
On the last play, you're running up the field. Did you see Watt at all? Did that come from out of nowhere?
Nah, I didn't see him. I had two hands on the ball. I was getting ready to tuck it, and get as many yards as I could and slide. And, he's a great player.
What was the whole experience like for you of getting your first start in a long time and just doing all this?
It was, pretty much the same as always, man. I'm always focused on the task at hand. And, I wasn't thinking about myself, but I would say I was super calm in the moment. I just felt like the whole time I was just, just staying in the moment. And, it was fun. It was awesome. It really was. To be out there with the guys competing, giving ourselves a chance to win. Obviously, we didn't get it done, but it was fun to be out there.
What kind of spark did Alex Collins give you guys?
Man, Alex is an amazing player. Amazing player, man. He's a stud, man. He just does what he's supposed to do. He comes to work every day. He's always on point. He's always, positive, and he's a stud. I can't say enough good things about Alex.
Anything else? Thanks, Gino.
Thank you, Gino.
What you guys got for me?
What's going through your mind right now after this one?
It's definitely a frustrating loss. One that, we could have had. I think that first half, fall behind. We could have avoided that, but I like how we fought back. We gave ourselves an opportunity to win, and it's just unfortunate that it didn't turn out that way.
What's just kind of the mood of this team right now, knowing you guys got to dig yourselves out of a little bit of a hole now?
Yeah, obviously, it's a tough loss. It's, especially when it comes down to a field goal or we're going to overtime, and the way we kind of battle back, it makes it, a lot tougher. But it's a long season. There's a lot more games to be played, a lot of improvements that we can make, and we just got to move on to the next game. We can't let this game, work its way into the next week.
What did you see improved or work tonight, Bobby, defensively?
I felt we did a better job in pass coverage. I think they tried DJ a couple times down the middle. I think we were really good in tackling. We got off the field. I think our numbers was like 5 and 14, something like that. on third down, which is huge for us. So, we had some improvements, but, we have to do more. We got to find a way to get the ball, put our offense in better positions. There's a lot of stuff that we can do better, that we can they're easy fixes, and we'll get it done.
Would your rookie Trey Brown he credited you quite a bit for preparing him and keeping him through the injury?
He did great, man. We talked a little bit before, going out to the game, and I just told him play free. I know it was a long time ago, but I still remember being a rookie and there's a lot going on in your head, and you don't want to try to do too much. But he had a really big tackle on that third down. Where a guy could have got a first down had he not broke so quick. So I'm excited to see him kind of grow and get more opportunities to play, and it's going to be fun to watch him play.
He said you helped him a lot through just the injury situation of being out, kind of the frustration there or whatever. What kind of advice were you giving him while he was waiting to get healthy?
I just recall I think it was my third year. I think I had a foot injury that kept me out like 5 weeks or something like that. And there's a lot go through your mind, a lot of stuff that, a lot of the times we think so much about the future that we don't pay attention to the moment. So really I was just trying to tell him to be present. And, to me, whenever you get hurt, there's something that you're supposed to focus on, and there's something that you're supposed to get better at. So I just told him to find that and focus on that and get right. And when his time is, when he's ready and healthy to play, he'll be better than what he was before the injury. So, yeah.
Bobby, bigger picture, you guys haven't been 2-4, I don't think, since you've been here. You haven't been without Russell. How do you just process the entire state of things right now?
At the end of the day, we just got to win. I think today we gave ourselves an opportunity to win. It's unfortunate it didn't turn out our way, but there was a lot of things that we improved. Even on offensively, you saw the second half, we were able to move the ball. And so if we can put that together for 4 quarters, I think we'll be good. We just got to do our jobs and execute the right way and, hold it down until Russ gets back.
Is it on your mind at all that a lot of the young guys in the locker room are going to be looking to you and how you carry yourself going forward to dig out of this hole?
I mean, I always, I'm pretty much the same, man. Never too high, never too low. So, if they're looking at me, I'll give them everything they need to get through this. There's a lot more, worse positions to be in. I think we have a great opportunity to win these next 2 games, and go into the bye week, feeling better than what we are right now.
His coaching style and how optimistic he is, even when things are not going well. Do you think that serves you guys well right now with the situation you're in?
I think you have to be, because if you go in and you get down and you come in and everybody's moping around, everybody has bad energy, that's the type of stuff that carries into the next game. And so we can't have that, carrying into the next game. We got to, really feel this loss, go back to the drawing board, look at the things that we could have done better, and then come Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever it is, we got to let it go, and we got to focus on the next opponent, and we have to come out and we have to win that game. And once we win that game, we got to win the next one and just, try to put strengths and wins together.
What have you thought of the 2 times Gino's been out there for you guys?
I thought he did well. I thought he handled the pressure well. There's a lot. I mean, filling a guy like Russell's shoes is not an easy task for anybody. So, whenever something happens, the first thing you're going to do is compare to what Russell would have done. And so that's a lot of pressure. But for him to have that type of pressure and come back and be as poised as he was, in that second half and give us an opportunity to win the game, it's something that you can respect and something that I feel like he can grow and we can move forward into next season, next game, and really build off that.
Thank you, Bobby.
Good. Appreciate it.
What's the next step for you guys in terms of finishing these close games that you guys keep finding yourselves in?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think, we got to have a great mindset, really. I think it starts You know, on the offense, like you gotta create energy and understand the ebbs and flows of the game and how to ride that energy. You know, today we started slow. I think that affected our team. You can see the spark that it created when we were able to make some plays in the second half, what that does for our team. So from an offensive perspective, you know, it's creating that spark. It doesn't have to come from a big play. It can come from physical play, run play, but just understanding what that does for the defense and helping them get going. And then, yeah, like you said, just find a way to win games, you know. There's a tremendous amount of talent in our locker room, and so we just got to channel that and go get some wins.
How do you think Gino handled the spotlight of getting his first start in a long time?
Yeah, Gino did a great job. You know, he came prepared. We had a lot of time to prepare. You know, we're a 2-day trip here, so we spent all Saturday and all Sunday, you know, walking through prepared. I had no doubt that Gino was going to come out and perform. You know, some things didn't go our way tonight, and you know, there's no reflection of 7. You know, he came out, he competed like we all did, and we just got to find a way to get him a win next week.
Why did you guys feel like you'd have success running it down their throat like you guys did coming out of the second half?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the identity of our football team, you know. You know, I take a tremendous amount of pride in it, obviously running the football, and you know, it's a want-to thing. You know, it's something that you do for, you know, your teammates, right? You know, I'm blocking for AC, I'm blocking for DJ, so it's something that we build on as a team, right? That's what this team's all about, is the connections and playing for each other. So, you know, when we do stuff like that, it's a tremendous amount of pride. And then, like I said, it creates a spark, you know, going down there and running the football, you know, against a good team like the Steelers. It was a great energy boost for our team.
Anything else? Thanks, Will.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Will.